Hey, I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us on Be Terrific. We have a very special guest joining us about a very important topic, not only for us here at Be Terrific and you as the viewers of Be Terrific, but also for you as entrepreneurs, business owners, and people who work at all sorts of companies. By the way, the monitor here that usually says Be Terrific, it's out. It needs repair. The TV repairman's coming. No, I'm just kidding. It's doing an Apple update, and I didn't think you wanted to look at the Apple logo from the Apple TV all day instead of the Be Terrific one, so we've turned it off for a little while. But I have to introduce our guest who is amazing, and the company is amazing, and that is Liat. She's from the company Como, and the company Como does something really important for all of us. It gives us the ability to make great, amazing apps across all platforms, very simply and easily, and for free to make the app, and then you pay them a service fee to keep the app running yearly or annually.
Business people who work in all sorts of companies. By the way, the monitor here that usually says Be Terrific, it's out. It needs repair.
So I think we've got a little delay and a little bit of echo going back and forth on Liat's side, but Liat is amazing. Liat, tell us a little bit about Como. The ability to build an app is so amazing.
But I have to introduce our guest.
Hello.
Hey.
Sorry.
How you doing, Liat? Is it playing on a delay or something on your end?
Yeah, I think that it's sort of brought itself up to speed now, so hopefully we're good.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll start over when I download this. After I download it, I'll edit it and I'll cut that out. I'll start over. Are you wearing headphones? Do you have headphones? It might be better.
Okay, I think though it's doing okay now. So...
Okay, great. All right. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Hold on, there we go. I'll get it back to me. Hi, I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us on Be Terrific. This is a really exciting episode of Be Terrific because we have a very special guest, and her name is Liat. She's from the company Como. She's coming to us through this Google Hangout all the way from Israel. It's really important we talk about this because it's not only important to Be Terrific what we've uncovered here with Como, but it's important to you, the viewers, as viewers of Be Terrific, but also as entrepreneurs, as business owners, and of course, people who work at all sorts of different companies, because Como makes it possible for companies like Be Terrific, like your company, whether it's the company you own or work at, to create an app simply and easily so that people can download it. And we're not just talking about an app in my favorite app store, the Apple App Store, but we're also talking about for Kindle, for Android, and an HTML5 app as well. So, you'll notice, by the way, I want to take a second to say that the Be Terrific logo isn't on our TV. The TV repairman's on his way, don't worry. No, I'm just kidding. The Apple TV is doing an update, and I didn't think you wanted to stare at the Apple logo. Liat, thanks so much for joining us. I'm really excited about Como, and I want to show people it is so easy to do to build an app with Como. We've done it. It will be releasing soon. It's about to go through the iTunes store as well as the Android store. That is the Be Terrific app. You, the viewers, will be able to watch all this content on the Be Terrific app with our video section, our live video section. You'll be able to watch our live shows. You'll be able to interact with us in all sorts of new and great ways, and you'll be able to go to our Facebook, our Google+, our website, all sorts of different places, all on your phone or tablet, and that's all because of Como. And the great thing is, we were able to do a lot of this work ourselves. You can do all of it yourself, and you can start by doing it for free, which is amazing. And then when you're ready, you can pay a service fee for different features that you need to have added. I got to ask you, Liat, how did you start doing this? You guys have been around. I think you were the first company to do it. You have 4,500 apps a day being built. You have over a million apps made. It's phenomenal.
Thank you. So first of all, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here and to be talking to you today. We've been around since 2010, and we started the Como platform really just as mobile was in its infancy and was starting to become really popular. And what we wanted to do was to enable anybody to go ahead and create their own mobile app quickly and easily, so that you didn't need to have be a developer, understand code, and you also didn't need to go out and hire a developer, which can be really expensive and time-consuming, especially for businesses that have limited resources and are functioning on smaller budgets. So we developed the platform, and over time we've honed it and added different features that help businesses really bring the core of what they do into their mobile app so that they can turn that app into an extension of what they're all about and what they're trying to achieve, and better connect with their customers, with their fan base, with their followers.
It's truly amazing. It literally takes maybe an hour or two to build an app through this process. I did it. I got the app going, and it took very little time. I've seen other, programs like this or other, nothing that's quite this amazing. And I just find this app and your service and you guys to be phenomenal. I love it. I think that the features are great, the designs are great, and it really stretches across all spectrums. Whether you're doing it because you want to build an app for your business or even yourself personally or a hobby, you can do this, and it's easy, and it kind of goes across all genres. You have music, you have entertainment. If you want to build a store, you can do that. If you want to have a fan club, you can do that. You can do all sorts of different things. It works for doctors' offices. It works for really everybody across the board, and it's so simple to do. I love it. I think people just have to go to Como, COMO.com, and check it out for themselves. And then, like you said, I mean, we've talked about building an app here before. We've talked about building an app for many years, and the fees are astronomical. We have friends who build apps. Some of the more notable apps on iPhone, VisiWig, which is an app to shoot video. Another guy is Filmic Pro, another app to shoot video. And we know a lot of other app makers and developers, and it's hundreds of thousands of dollars of development costs, and you guys have made it so simple that a restaurant can have an app, a doctor's office, a car dealership, any kind of business you can think of can have an app in hours, and they can build this app for free. There's no risk. I love that you do that. How did you get involved with Como?
So I actually joined the company just as the platform was starting, so I've been with them right from the start. And when we started out, the platform looked very different to what it looked today, and it's sort of grown over time as the mobile industry has developed. But our vision has always been, as you said, to let anyone be able to create a mobile app, to make it accessible and affordable to the masses, really. And we're seeing just about anyone doing that. Teachers who want to make an app for their students, for their class, so that they can keep up with homework assignments, and parents can be in contact with the teacher. Any kind of business, from clinics, through magazines, through salons and personal trainers, really just any kind of business you can think of. And also a lot of communities like to use our platform to create an app, whether that be anything from churches through the Boy Scouts, club groups, hobbies, anyone who wants to just be in touch.
So this is our app. We built this. You guys helped us out a little to make it a little slicker and a little cooler, but realistically, let's walk through it. I mean, it's got an about area. It's got a space for live video. We've got a news area. We've got a place for photos that'll hook up to our Instagram, our Facebook, or we can post photos in there. We've got a live photo library where people can participate and they can add their own photos, especially when we're at events. We built this to launch for New York Comic Con. We're going to be broadcasting live from New York Comic Con. We're going to have an amazing viewership, but there'll also be 133,000 people in attendance, and we want them to be able to upload their photos to us as they're going through Comic Con. You'll also be able to follow an RSS feed or different RSS feeds that we have. You'll be able to go to our website. And then, of course, all of our social media stuff and contacting us. But we're also able to send push notifications to the people who download the app. If we wanted to, we could turn on advertising. We don't want to do that. And there are a lot of other features that we could do. Can you talk about some of the features that you guys give in the toolbox and the ability that you give to people to be able to have? And I can click on some of these. If we go to our video page, you'll see, you can scroll through our video library here. And in a later version, later this afternoon, you'll actually be able to pick the different categories. You hit this little square up at the top, and you can go back to the menu, and pick something else like our About page, and we'll be able to fill in our news page and all that stuff. We'll have the live video as well, which will open up Ustream for us. So it's really awesome, and it's awesome what we can do, and we can change that to be, YouTube if we're broadcasting live on YouTube, or we can change it to be something else. So I really think that that's awesome. What features do you think are most prevalent and that you find most exciting, and what are the things you offer to people?
Right, so I think the things that probably most common feature-wise within the app now for businesses are things that help them to run their business and provide value to their customers. So anything from loyalty programs, different kinds of punch cards and coupons that businesses can provide. It's incentive for people to download the app and obviously to keep coming back to the app and using it. And it's a great way to bring return business back to your store or to your premises. So that's definitely a really popular type of feature. Something else that's great is any use of a form. You can create any kind of form that you want, so you can use that for different contact between yourself and your customers, allow them to give you feedback, allow them to send you photos or make requests via the app, so that's very useful. Of course, all the social integrations are great, both because it allows a communication channel and it also gets you that engagement going through mobile and through your app. So those are always great. And then different tools that we provide for the app creators on our platform are, of course, the push notifications that you mentioned, which can also be geographically targeted. So you can send out messages to people based on where they are. So if you're a restaurant and you're going to have happy hour at 5 p.m., you're going to maybe want to send that message just to people who are in a 20-mile radius so that you're not bombarding all of your customers with irrelevant information. So that's really useful. We have a great service on the platform called the Marketing Genie, which helps you to create basically a Facebook campaign for promoting your app in a very targeted way. So that helps you to reach new customers via mobile, specifically for your app, without having to understand how to use Facebook advertising, which is also another complicated digital service.
As somebody who does tech and is a tech reporter and reviewer of tech, I got to give this the best grade. I think it is by far, it's definitely, you guys have an A from me. It definitely comes with a high recommendation from me. At least 4 or 5 times a week, people ask me, do I know any app developers? Do I know any of this? You know what? I do. It's called Como, and you're the app developer. You're going to make it yourself. It is phenomenal. And you know what? Don't even let that scare you, because it's easy. I did it. It is so easy. It is unbelievable. You can do it in minutes. I believe you can do it on your iPad as well, or on a tablet. It's too small to do it on a phone, but I think most of these features can be done on a tablet, added on a tablet. And I got to tell you something. The fees that are associated once you get past the free, let's say, level are very, very nominal. They're very small. It's very reasonable, especially when you think about how much it would cost to do this on a major level, and to actually code this from scratch. You guys have, I think, thought of pretty much everything. I love the push notification strategy. I love the Marketing Genie. I love all the stuff that you guys offer, and I really think that people have to check this out because it's just phenomenal. Now, what about the future? Are things going to be added to this? Because I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now that I would want added to it, but I'm sure that even tomorrow when Apple makes its next announcement, there are things that we'll want added to this. Will those things become available? Are you guys going to keep updating this and all that?
Yes, absolutely. We do and we will. I think one of the great advantages of working with Como is that, we know mobile and we know how to develop for mobile. So we take all of that off your plate. So whatever other platforms become available out there, whatever other devices become available, whatever features are working in the new mobile operating systems, we'll make sure that you have access to all of those on our platform and with very minor updates to your app. So that means that you never have to go back and recreate. You'll just, do automatic updates to your app. They'll always be available for all the devices with all the latest features. So that's definitely an advantage. You know, sometimes the struggle of working with app developers, as great as they are, and you know they can give you a really great product and output, but is exactly that. Every time you want to make a change or you want to support something new or a new device, you have to go back to them and let them redevelop the app, which is time consuming and costly. So all of that's just done automatically on the platform.
Liat, you guys have a great team. You've got Elad, Shira, a bunch of other amazing people, including yourself, and of course, you have a great PR team helping get the word out with Blast PR and Matt and those folks. And that's a large part of what you're talking about, what goes into this. Everybody's constantly reading. They're finding out the latest stuff. They're making modifications. They're making changes. I know there's a lot of exciting stuff around the corner. Is there something you can give me a hint on, you can tease us with and say, all right, this is coming up. I can't exactly tell you when, or something like that?
Well, what I would say is that I think you recently saw interesting announcements like our partnership with Booker that allows online scheduling via your mobile app. So I just keep your eyes open for other integrations coming that will offer additional new services.
Awesome. I mean, that's perfect for all sorts of doctors' offices, dog walkers. You know, you've got every kind of business in the world can pretty much use scheduling on an app, and a lot of new great things coming. Again, this is the Be Terrific app. It's coming out soon. It will be out soon. I think later today it's going to go to the Apple Store. It's certainly going to go through the Google Store, and it will also go to Amazon Store. We're super excited about this. We love you guys. I mean, because look, we're able to build this ourselves, and it's phenomenal. You guys have such a great team. Let me just ask you one thing. If people get into trouble, I mean, your customer service seems so good. Can they just reach out, and can you guys help and steer them along?
Absolutely. So they can touch base with our customer support via the website, or they can hit us up on any of the social channels, and we're always there around the clock. We're happy to help, you know, give some advice or actually get into your app and help you sort out whatever the issue is.
Well, I think you guys have done such a phenomenal job with this. I'm so blown away. It's where everything's going. Every business needs an app. Every school needs an app. Every church, every temple, everybody. So everybody needs to get on Como.com. That's COMO.com. Check out the app. The best part, I think, I really believe this, Liat, is that it's free to start. It's free to play with. You can, the sandbox, so to speak, is absolutely free. You create an account, you start it up, you play with it, and you don't ever have to pay anything. You can pay when you're ready and when you feel the need to go to the next level, and even then, it's so nominal, it's ridiculous, and I would even be willing to bet that you can come across some good offers if you did it right now, because I've seen some floating around. And so if you went today, I'm pretty sure you can get some really good offers. And I got to tip my hat to you and the crew at Como. Not only do I look forward to our app launching, I look forward to seeing everybody's app out there who's going to create it off this. And I got to tell you something, Liat, I think you guys have done a phenomenal job. I'm so proud of you. I want to wish you congratulations. You've won a slew of awards, Webbies, everything. You've personally won marketing awards because of the marketing you've done around this. And I got to tell you, it's just unbelievable, and I think it's going to change the way we look at mobile apps and mobile app building. And so that's what excites me, is it allows everybody to be creative. I know that we're going to do a whole lot more with you guys in the future, and we're going to have a lot of exciting news about that, and I'm looking forward to a long-lasting relationship with you guys. And I just got to tell everybody, Como.com, COMO.com, and don't forget to look for our app in the next few weeks in the Apple Store, and of course in Google in the next few days, and Kindle. And if you're watching this and it's not live, it's been a couple weeks since it was put up, well, go there now because it's probably there. And our New York Comic-Con coverage will be brought to you live from Comic-Con on our Como app. Right on our Como app, we will have our New York Comic-Con coverage live, and you'll be able to engage. You'll still be able to watch it on BeTerrific.com, but even better, on the go, you'll be able to watch it on your mobile phone, on your tablet, whatever device it is, thanks to Como, because we've been able to build an app because of Como. So we'll have this great app where we can engage with you, and you can watch our great coverage of New York Comic-Con 2014. Liat, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Michael.
You guys are awesome. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for watching. Find out more by going to Como.com. Find out more about our stuff by going to BeTerrific.com. And don't forget to download our new app. It's either out soon or already out, depending on when you're watching this. I'm Michael Artsis. Be terrific.